Despite its enormous size, this guy hauls it away and ends up loading it onto the roof of his car. A neighbor's security camera recorded the theft, and she breaks the news to the unsuspecting family.
I have video footage of somebody stealing your Jack Skellington.
I'd like to raise a question. When you were younger and much more dumber than you perceive yourself to be today, what was the stupidest thing that you've ever stolen? Okay. And by the way, before you answer that question, please do not think to yourself, oh, I'm watching this video, I'm going to act like I'm Mr. Goody Two Shoes or whatever, and I've never stolen anything before in my life. Listen, you've stolen something before, okay? You might as well just let me know. It's not like I'm going to report you to the authorities or anything like that. Well, maybe if there's a bounty, I might, but that's besides the point. Please let me know, what have you stolen before? What was the stupidest thing you've ever stolen before? I need to know now. Feel free to leave your answer in the comment section below. I will ignore it. However, the trade-off is I'm giving you a space to journal your thoughts. So, I mean, you might as well just take advantage of it. I feel like I want to ask why, but I feel like I'm not going to get a good answer. So I'm not even going to ask why. But I want to know one small thing. Do people that do stuff like this understand that cameras exist? Every single person has a Ring camera, and I just wonder, where's the mind of a person that think, oh, I'm gonna steal this decoration and run down the street where this person or their neighbors might be able to identify me. You know what I'm saying? And another question that I also would like to raise, if I could just have one conversation with these kind of people, do you work a job, maybe, you know? Or are you leeching off of somebody? Is someone else taking care of you to where you can go out and do this nonsense? Do you have kids? Are you raising children? I mean, I don't have kids, but do you have kids? Because I wonder where you have time to do nonsense like this. I need to know. There were 2 sins committed that night. One is stupidity is now at an all-time high, and 2, a joke without a punchline. What? Anyways, this particular crime left me in shock, lost for words, you may even say. So I decided to dig up 5 absurd Halloween, well, near Halloween. I don't think none of these crimes happen on Halloween exactly, but 5 absurd Halloween crimes or whatever. Starting with number 5. Is that gonna keep happening? Maybe you should stick around and find out.
And it kept blowing away, and when I went to grab it over here, it took off. I was pretty much in pursuit. Oh my god.
Don't worry, I totally understand your confusion. At first glance, you're probably asking questions like, what am I looking at? And why is this human smiling so hard without proper context? Well, apparently this inflatable pumpkin decoration flew away from somebody's house, and someone out there in the world decided to contact the authorities to arrest it. Can you imagine being an officer and getting a phone call like, cannonballs are being shot near yonder, we need to go on that street and figure out what's going on? And then you're getting a phone call about an inflatable pumpkin decoration floating down the street, and you're thinking to yourself, well, we just handled the situation with the cannonballs. That was very severe. Good thing we were able to round up all those pirates and walk them off their plank. Now we have to go figure out this whole inflatable pumpkin decoration situation. Is the world mad? But seriously, look at the struggle for these officers to deflate and put this inflatable pumpkin decoration into their squad car.
We're currently struggling with it right now. It's not cooperating much. Even though we did open up like the hole for the video. I'll go from the other side. You push it, I'll go from the other side.
You got him, coppers. That inflatable pumpkin decoration is guilty, I tell you. It should have never did that shit. Pardon me, I didn't know this is how we were spending our phone calls to the authorities. Maybe I should call 911 and tell them that I'm terrified of my lawn, and hopefully they bring someone to come here and cut my grass for free. Man, I've been doing it wrong this whole time. Good job, officers. Thanks to you, no one will be smited by the weight of the inflatable pumpkin decoration. I'm gonna leave you guys like 5 stars on Trustpilot. Number 4. Okay, I'm not gonna tolerate this thing every single time, okay? I don't have the time. Anyways, number 4. Now, I actually wouldn't consider this one a crime per se, but somebody out there in the world thought otherwise. How interesting. Enter the Halloween decoration of the century, in my opinion, by Kevin and Christine Negrotto. Quite the last name you got there. Can it be any more difficult to pronounce? Seriously? Like, I'm trying my best here. But as you can see, they had the creative idea of using the unused junk car in the yard to create a pretty awesome crime scene Halloween decoration, and boy, was it worth it. But the creative couple couldn't earn everybody's interest because somebody out there decided, hey, I'm offended by this. I'm gonna call the authorities. Side rant, you're getting a suggestion from Suggestion Jersin, because only my opinion matters, and I seem to know what the hell I'm talking about every time I decide to give a suggestion. Whatever. Anyways, we should create a second planet, and we should take all the people that think like this and send them over to that planet. We'll call it, I don't know, Earth 2, the sequel or something. I really don't care. Just ship them over there, please. I can't deal with this nonsense. Police showed up to the home of the Negrados, Nicaragas, whatever, pulled up to their house about this phone call urging them to take down some offensive decorations. But that's not how it turned out. In fact, it went a little bit differently. So Christine, the woman of the house, who probably also wears the pants, ironically, was the person that posted on Facebook in a post that I can no longer find. I did my digging around, I tried to look for it, but apparently they deleted the post a long time ago. It no longer exists, whatever. She said that when the police came to the house, they saw the crash scene decoration and thought that it looked amazing. In fact, the officers thought it was so great that they said, hey man, you should add more to that. We want more detail on that. Boy, I bet you that neighbor was mad because you made the phone call to the officers about being offended and the officers were on their side and not yours. How do you feel about going to Earth 2? This is a very important question. How do you feel about going to Earth 2? I got a ship ready right now. Let me know. I'm pretty sure when the officers had to leave that whole situation, they were probably thinking to themselves, man, that caller was a hater and a loser. And their personality is stiff as a rock. Now, Christine, I don't know. I seem to mess up that name a lot, forgive me. But she also mentioned in another Facebook post that she didn't mean to offend anybody. She just wanted to give her kids the same magical experience that she received when she was younger, experiencing Halloween. Now, who could be mad at that? That's right, I'm still speaking to you, offended neighbor. You still have a chance to go to Earth 2. I need to know. Let me know as soon as possible. Tickets are ending soon. I need to get you on that ship. I need you to get over there, okay? You need to see the goddamn sequel. Number 3. Oh my, if so help me God. As you can imagine, there are some people that never cease to amaze me. Sometimes I'm amazed that some of these behaviors are actually done by grown adults. Sometimes I'm even more surprised when I find out that those adults drive cars. Now, as recent as a few weeks ago, officers get a phone call from somebody about a driver who's driven into their yard and ran into their hanging skeleton Halloween decoration. Now, upon watching this for the first time, I thought to myself, there go another caveman doing something wacky again. Someone actually put them behind a wheel. Classic. But if you really watch it back, what you realize is this was intended. This person either has a personal grudge with skeletons or they have some kind of personal beef with the owner. Either that or they hate the fuck out of Halloween. I can't tell you which drug they were probably operating on in the middle of this footage, but the only thing that can make this even more ridiculous is if they drive down the street, get stopped by officers, roll down the window, and it's a dog with a blunt in his mouth chilling in the front seat. Shay Caldwell, the homeowner, says that nothing like this has ever happened before, I would hope, and that she can't even imagine who would even do anything like this. And in my head, I'm thinking to myself, like, you sure you didn't piss anybody off at all? You didn't, I don't know, maybe cut a driver off while driving home? I mean, it could have been anything. There are ridiculously unreasonable people out here, all right? Where if you skip them in the line at a grocery store, next thing you know, they're gonna burn your house while you're gone because people, am I right? I'm living under some kind of conspiracy theory that maybe cavemen are still walking among us. We just don't recognize it because they have a really good grip on acting like normal people in society. I could be one of them. You could be one of them. However, in her own words, she said that no matter what, she's still going to keep celebrating Halloween, and whether she got to remake the decorations or buy new ones, damn it, she's gonna do it because she loves Halloween. She's in the spirit and she doesn't care what you do to her. Halloween is her number one, and she will forever love old Saint Nick. And I know that was a Christmas reference, but I don't give a damn. Number two. That's right. This is my life now. Um, After the camera's off, this shit is gonna live with me. I'm gonna go to sleep. I'm gonna hear it in my nightmares. What you gonna do, man? What are you gonna do? Now, this is where we get into the kind of nonsense that make you want to scratch your head. Remember the first video that we watched, the intro video, with the genius that ran off with the 13-foot Jack Skeleton situation or whatever? You could consider these next two as paying homage to that situation because they're operating off of the same idiot fuel that allow this type of stuff to continue. Okay, so seriously, we're going bareface here? I mean, brother, if that's the case, you might as well just go do something more grand. You know what I'm saying? Uh, these are petty crimes. We're stealing Halloween decorations off someone's porch. Listen, man, go find your nearest bank, right? Bareface, okay? Because I see that's how you're living. And then when you get in there, don't even ask for money. Just say, hey, where's your nearest security guard? Sir, I would like you to put me in handcuffs right now because I'm having the thought, just the thought of doing something stupid, okay? And I didn't even think to wear a mask to this whole situation or anything like that. I'm just barefaced because I don't know, whatever happens, happen. Life is short. You just gotta have fun. It's Halloween, damn it. But seriously, where's your decorum? I remember when thieves used to take their shit serious, you know what I'm saying? They would really have a serious plan. They would have their mask ready or whatever, and they would have all type of equipment for this type of situation. You know, they'd have the line that they would, like, you know, drag themselves up if someone happened to come out the door and catch them on the porch or whatever, or they'd have like some type of cloaking device that they would throw on themselves so that way if the person came out the door, they won't be able to see them. Hell, they won't be detected by a fucking ring camera because they would have some kind of hidden mask or protection or something like that. You get where I'm coming from here? And look, while I don't condone any kind of theft or any kind of robberies or nothing like that, all I'm saying is this was completely unplanned. There was no skill behind it, which imagine calling thieving a fucking skill. I mean, I guess to some degree it could be, but it sure ain't a good one. But really, the one occurring theme that I keep noticing in a lot of these situations, particularly in this video, is that people do things and they just don't think at all for not even 1 second about the possibility of a fucking camera. Everybody has one. Everyone has a Ring camera these days. Everyone has a goddamn cell phone. All I'm saying is the game has changed, man. The game has changed. You gotta give it up, man. Go get a job. But apparently we're dealing with a rookie because he stares right into the camera as he's committing the crime. Clearly your infill robber's guide manual is outdated and it's time to hang it up, bro. The best approach is to throw the whole handbook away and avoid the life of Halloween thievery. Number 1. And we have now come full circle. At the beginning of this video, we pointed out the stealing of a 13-foot skeleton. And now at number 1, we're pointing out the stealing of a 12-foot skeleton.
12-foot skeleton was abducted at 4 a.m. on Sunday by some guys who showed up in a van and carted him away. Spin serves adults from 18 to 60, and they held a special fundraiser just to come up with the $400 needed to buy him. The creeps who took the skeleton put some real muscle into stealing him right off the front lawn.
So he was tethered. We also had weights on him and a chain wrapped around the flagpole. So it had to be pretty difficult. They had to cut a lot of things, and all that was left was tethers, broken chains, and sad faces.
Apparently bigger is better. So when you are out there gathering your Halloween decoration list, you probably want to go on the smaller size because it seems that the big skeletons are attracting the locals and they love it so much that they're actually willing to steal it off of your lawn. All right, the gloves are off. I'm taking this one personally because these idiots stole this 12-foot skeleton from an intellectual disabilities support group. Do you bastards have no shame? I feel like these people got their reps in from stealing from their mother first, and then they thought to themselves, you know what? I'm gonna steal from that baby over there because that baby can't retaliate. And then after that, they said, you know, we're gonna go even further. We're gonna steal from the intellectually disabled group. You know why? Because they can't retaliate either. Now, if you heard the lady correctly, it was quite the struggle to remove the 12-foot skeleton. I mean, she kind of just broke down in detail all that it would take just to remove this thing. But these bastards were so determined, and boy, did they have the patience of a fucking monk, that they somehow made it happen. And now they're probably somewhere at their house or parents' home, I presume, and they're flaunting their 12-foot skeleton that they've just stolen from a disabilities group. Congratulations. I feel like all of you guys are stupid. Hey, how do you feel about taking a trip to Earth 2? I have a connect. If you guys all want to go there, trip is free of charge. I got a ship waiting. I need your answer. I urgently need you over there. Seriously, like, please, you cannot pass up this offer. I need you over there on Earth 2 right now. And there you have it, guys. 12-foot skeleton being stole from a disability group. Again, matching the same idiocracy level as the genius that was in the intro video. And it just goes to show, man, history constantly repeats itself. Absurdity constantly repeats itself. Stupidity is endless. I will never be out of a job. Anyways, guys, I'm out of here. Enjoy your Halloween. And if you don't celebrate Halloween, just take a great fucking nap. That's right. There's nothing in this world greater than a nice, amazing nap. It trumps every holiday season, well, except for Christmas. But a good nap is all that you need. All right. Also, sub up to the channel, or I will be in your kitchen and I will be eating all of your ham. Okay? You listen, because I don't think you understand me. I will eat every single piece of ham and bologna in your goddamn fridge if you don't sub up right now. Okay? You think it's a joke until you see me in your refrigerator, literally eating your ham. All right? You brought this on yourself. And now I'm going to make you watch.